here for this little review video, we will be going over informational text, central idea, and details. All right, what is informational text? Do you remember? I'll give you a moment to think about it. Informational text. All right, if you don't remember, that's okay, no problem. Informational text is nonfiction. Nonfiction means real, okay? It gives facts about a topic. Informational texts have central idea and details, facts, text features, and text organization, okay? We will go over central idea and details a little bit more here in just a few minutes, but facts are true. They're real information, okay? So for example, when you go to the beach, what do you see? You see water, correct? Okay, whenever it is sunny, that means the sun is out, right? That is true. Those are facts, okay? Now, you can have facts about people, the world, animals, events, okay? So, for example, the school that we are at, that's a place, is called what? Nyack Elementary School. That is a fact, okay? Text features. We've gone over so many text features. We've gone over photographs, headings, labels, diagrams, maps, captions, drawings, so many different ones, okay? Text organization is how a text or story is organized. So maybe you have the words like first, next, then, last, first, second, third, fourth, or, okay? So let's go over some examples of informational text. Magazines, like kids' National Geographic. Biographies like, let me see, Amelia Earhart, Jane Goodall. Those are some biographies we read. Newspapers, like the Elgin Courier. Science books or social studies books. I actually have an example of something science related that we'll be reading here in a moment. Recipes, like recipes how to make cookies, how to ride a bike, how to tie your shoe. These are all examples of informational text, okay? So if you notice, when you have informational text, you're going to be getting some information, okay? You'll be learning something. It's giving you true facts, real information, okay? And a clue, the word informational text, informational, has the word information. So you'll be learning something. That's a good clue that you'll be learning something when you're reading that text or story. Let's go ahead and go over central idea now. All right, central idea. The central idea is what the story or text is mostly about. So I have an example here in a minute, and we'll figure out the central idea and some details in just a moment. So the central idea is the point the author wants you, the reader, to understand, okay? So they want you to ask yourself this question. What is the story mostly about? How can you figure out what it is mostly about? Well, you can look at the title and pictures for clues, and you can look at the words that are used over and over again, okay? Those are details. Let's go ahead and look at a little example. So this story right here is called Super Shadows. This is an example of an informational text. It's a little science text. Something that we'll be learning, okay? And it's also, we're going to figure out the central idea. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Super shadows. Super shadows. What is a shadow? The sun shines and makes light. Light goes through clear things like windows. Light can't go through things that are opaque. You can't see through opaque things like you. When something blocks light, it makes a dark shape. Okay, so this is facts. This is real information, true information right there. So let's go ahead and talk about it. Yes, it's an informational text. How do I know it's informational text? Because I'm learning about shadows. This right here is telling us what a shadow is. Plus, here's a diagram. Remember, a diagram is a picture with labels. Well, here is a building. Here's a label shadow, light, sun. Okay? So here's a text feature. Here's some more text features, some photographs. What is a shadow as a heading? So right here, I see text features. There's real information, facts. This is a little science text. because shadows has to do with the science concept. Let's see. Fun fact. Oh, here we go. And it even says right here, fun fact. Your shadow can be in front. Sometimes it is behind you. So right here, this is a good example of informational text. We're learning real information. We're learning true information, facts. We have text features, okay? So now that we know it's informational because we've pointed out the different things, let's talk about the central idea, what the story is mostly about. I'll give you a moment to think about it. What do you think this story right here is mostly about? Don't forget to listen for words that were repeated over and over again. Let's look at the title, Super Shadows. What is a shadow? Pay attention to the pictures and what we've read. Give you a moment to think about it. All right, what do you think? What's the central idea of the story? What was the story mostly about? Was it mostly about the sun, the light, or shadows? I hope you said shadows because look, the word shadow, 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 shadow is repeated throughout this little story, right? Yeah, so the central idea what the story is mostly about is shadows. We can see this from the title. We can see this from the information we read, from the diagram, from the pictures. Okay, so central idea is what the story is mostly about. Now details are the little things that we find in the story that help us, the reader, know, okay, yeah, this story was about shadows, okay? So let's see, let's read, light can't go through things that are opaque. When something blocks light, it makes a dark shape. So right here, those are details that are helping us understand that, yeah, this is what a shadow is. It supports the central idea, okay? So, all right, that's informational text and central idea with details. I hope you enjoyed this little review.